Preachers hide cause they realize they reach your minds that lay beneath the skies. Then they criticize the walking blind, the walk in the reaper's eyes. Don't epitomize the brighter side without the trooper side. Don't leave the truth behind. Boy name is C.A.S.H Hazzie, controversial arguments start headaches, that's the name. The acronym came about, I was about 18 or whatever, and I was trying to get everything together when it came to music, you know, as far as finding out exactly who I wanted to be as an individual when it came to me promoting myself in music. So Hazzie was a name that I heard somewhere and I looked it up, and it kind of fits too. It's a slogan for pretty much saying you about to go to sleep, you know. So, and then C.A.S.H had changed up so many times that when I finally, you know, put it together, and I heard, you know, somebody say controversial arguments start headaches, and I put it all together and I said, you know, that's the truest statement I've ever heard. And I said, if I'm going to do any type of music, I might as well do something that I'm true to. So that's how that whole name came about, and it's been like that for years now. And now it's becoming quite a big thing for me. Well, it's been about almost 2 years since I've been here. I think March or April makes it 2 years. I then came down with family. Yeah, tired of being in New York. I mean, no disrespect to my home. It's my home. I love it. But you know, just had to do a little change of scenery. And since I did that, you know, it was a big change for me coming down here. And one thing I wanted to do when I came out here was to get out and do some music. And it was just, I heard Atlanta was the place to be at to do the music, so I said, what better time and opportunity than now? Nas, I came up on Wu-Tang Clan, I came up on Onyx, I came up Tribe Called Quest, I came up on the Locks, I came up on Biggie, I came up on Tupac, and I mean, out of everybody in that particular time zone, it had to be Nas. I know people would find that funny, like, you from Brooklyn, you don't say nothing about Jay-Z. He's not one of my favorites. It'll be Nas. I'll take Nas over anybody. I think I was listening to DMX at the time, another real artist. Listened to him, and I think it was his album called "This Dark and Hell's Hot," and I said, yo, I could probably write something better than that. And I had a bunch of friends at the time that told me, nah, you can't do that. Don't even play yourself like that. So what ended up happening was that I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. And I ain't gonna lie, man, it was horrible. But I couldn't give up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't give up and say I can't do it. So at that particular time, I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing, and I would go back and listen to who's hot now and who was hot and see the reasons why they were hot. And then the reasons that I saw that they were hot was because they had a story. So eventually, by me learning how to do my own story, about me learning how to tell my story, you know, it all came in time. So that's when it really started, about 14. I heard about the contest through family, as a matter of fact. They hit me up one day. As a matter of fact, I just left the studio that day. They hit me up and told me that there's a competition going on downtown Atlanta, you know, at Patchwerk. I said, what's that? He said, it's a recording studio. He's like, yo, everybody went through Patchwerk, right? I was like, all right, cool. What I got to do? So they told me how to enter, I think, some website. I think it was Eventbrite or something like that I went on. And they told me, just put your little stuff in here, pay your fee, whatever, and then head on down there and do your thing. So that's pretty much how I first heard about it. I had to do something a little different. It wasn't just like coming in here and writing some bars and coming in here and just performing that. Honestly, half of that stuff, it took me maybe 3 days to prepare. Like, it took 3 days to get everything together, and the whole scheme, the way I set it up, it was kind of like I was writing a story. And I said, I'm gonna do something a little different because, I got a chance to look at how some of the artists come in and how they do their things or whatever. So I said, well, I gotta show that there's a lot more than what they do. So when I got together, with a few people. They said, so how you gonna do this? I just started talking for the gut. I said, we just gonna talk about what I know. And I said, ain't nobody gonna do it like that. So that's how I came up with what I did for the competition. Rumbles, make your moves on time. It was prime. Mandatory to prioritize the grind and prioritizing your after sleeping sound in that pine. I guess they want to see it. Word of the future seeds. If you creating scenes directed for me, I'm not camera shy. I'm recruiting the crew to know how to use resolution zoom. Photoshopping with tools when they snapshot you from side to side. Yo, this your boy C.A.S.H Hazzie. Controversial argument star headaches is the name. Brooklyn is the place, and I represent for the game. And I just want to let everybody know I do music.
Sonically superior.